What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I've made a return. I've made a comeback from my grave. If you can't tell, I'm tired. It's New Year's Day, and it's not a nice day out. It's snowy, but now partially rainy and partially icy. But what we're gonna do today is just talk. Okay, now everybody has already clicked off the video. Now for the few that are still watching, we're gonna walk through our entrance of the woods. This is a new entrance. So you can see over there, a tree has fallen down, and this is pretty much the new entrance that we're working with. So I was like, oh, we'll just work around this way. So walking up through here, pretty much it's the same song and dance as usual, but just a different entrance to it, you know? And today's video, I'm just really gonna be talking and just explaining what's going on and some stuff that we're gonna be doing and blah, 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 blah. I think from when we last recorded, I think the woods has changed a bit, just in the sense that the land is not as healthy down where we used to rip, I feel like. Especially now, because it's like all flooded back there. It's been nearly like, what, 9 months since we recorded back here. Now, last time that it finished off was about March, and I ended up getting some really, really weird illness. We were out recording, and I started like getting this weird pain around my heart, like jabbing pain, like really, really, really bad. And so I ended up having to film that video, push through it, which I've not yet posted, and I'll post that video soon eventually. But I had that jabbing pain in my heart, and I was like, man, this just isn't right. It would go here, then it'd go down, it'd be like all like around my lungs, and then it'd travel this way, and it'd be here, and it was just in my lungs. I'm like, dude, this can't be right. I feel like I'm getting sick. So I think it was like the next day, I ended up getting really sick. And I'm talking really sick. And I ended up having to go to the doctor. They sent me to the hospital for testing, told me that they just think my lungs are inflamed. So it was about 2 weeks of me being sick. I almost had to go back to the doctor until I finally started feeling a little bit better. And from there, it was just a slow recovery, but I got through it. And that's what put us off of the YouTube schedule. And me and Max had, like, what we should have done there in that situation is we should have had a ton of stuff pre-recorded, looking back on it, so I would have been able to post. I also have another job besides YouTube, as a lot of my old viewers probably know that, consistent viewers, because I've mentioned it before. So that just doesn't allow like a lot of time, and I just get really busy. This past year in 2024 was just absolutely just crazy for me. It was an absolutely just busy year, but I think it was a good year. I wish I posted more on YouTube. I wish I did some things different as far as that goes. But now that I've learned from my mistakes with that and learned that, hey, you gotta pre-record a ton, because, you know, with me, it was either I had pre-recorded way more than I should have, and it was just an absolute mess, or I didn't pre-record enough. And I feel like now me and Max have a system down to where it's like, we can film videos and post extremely consistently and still be able to build. You know, it's just like with, you know, with money, for instance. You want to have an emergency fund. It's the same thing with YouTube videos. You know, you want to have, if you're a YouTuber, you want to have that emergency fund of videos. So essentially, you know, if someone gets sick, if something happens, if someone gets busy, you build up that video. You know, so I just got really busy, you know, with my job and everything, and that's pretty much what happened. I just had some personal stuff happen in my life, and just a lot going on, and it's like there's so many times I've just wanted to come back to YouTube, but it's just I just didn't feel like the time was right for me, like as far as like mental space and how busy I am and priorities I got to get to. But now I feel like things are different. I feel like I've matured more in a year. Max, I mean, what do you think?
Yeah,
I think I've got
a little bit.
A little bit, like that much. I'm still psychotic, don't worry. So I think I now have a set schedule with everything, and you know, I've had some stuff also recently happen in my life, and I was just like, honestly, let's start from scratch. Let's go back to it 2025. Let's let the holidays pass and everything, and we'll just get back to the grind, you know what I'm saying? So I've talked to Max already. He's ready for the grind. I have a new RC car, and that's pretty exciting. I'm really excited. I'm not gonna spoil it. I know a lot of people, when I left off on the content, were quite interested in the Granite. So that's something that we're gonna be ripping a lot. I absolutely love the granite. There's so much more we need to do with it. I mean, if you think about it, I filmed a lot of videos with it, but I haven't really done that much testing with it. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned, obviously, for the 100-mile-an-hour Outcast. And just all of the RC cars, everything, we're just getting into running condition. Like I said, I got a new one coming in, and there's plenty more RC cars to come, and there's just plenty more woods to rip, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the woods is still here. There's still trees up. So until I rip the dirt out and all the trees fall down, I'm not done. So let's get into the changes of the woods. Is this how you do transition? I forgot. Yeah. My older viewers would know microburst damage. The woods has never recovered from that. This woods has forever changed after that storm. And that happened like coming up on 2 years ago. This woods has never changed. It is absolutely destroyed. So if you come down this way,
it's only gotten worse.
It's only gotten worse. This used to cover, and this actually happened. Like what Max said, it's only gotten worse. I mean, this actually happened after the fact of filming. We came up in here, because we still come up in and we try to maintain things for when we do come back. It's not like out of hand. So this thing we had to cut off and then just move over there. So you keep coming this way. Everything stayed the same pretty much through here. But again, this area is just, I remember I used to just have so much fun riding my quad through there, and it is just, I mean, that's hours. Hours that I didn't have to clean up. Yeah, so maybe one day, but that's not gonna change. That's just the hell of the woods right there.
Yeah.
And what's crazy too is a lot of those trees, when they got knocked down, is they were like leaning, right? And the next thing you know, they just finally fell. I mean, there's so many of them that are just leaning and ready to fall out, dude.
There's so many leaning trees.
Oh yeah. So coming down this way, guys, I did the grass, the brush, and everything. We had such a dry summer. It managed to actually stay down, the grass and everything. But we did come up here, and I actually did weed whack a lot of it, because I was like, I don't want it to get too out of control. So if you look over this way, still got the mud pit and everything. Me and Max had worked this summer on clearing down that way, but we'll get to that here in a second. Obviously, when this floods, it gets a little bit messy. And I swear there's a fallen tree in there now too.
Oh yeah, there is.
And I think
fun.
That might look like, honestly, a tree branch. I don't know. With the way it's sticking, I can't quite tell. But yeah, honestly, guys, it's just been an absolute disaster. Because the problem is, so when we cleared this out, this has always been my goal to clear this out. So when we finally cleared it out, with, by the way, a pole saw and a lot of freaking testosterone, we ripped this whole freaking place out, and I was so happy. But then after the fact, I realized that this floods so much, it's only usable. I mean, this will flood in the spring, and like I always say, this will flood in the spring, and it'll clear by July, but by the time it's August, dude, you're just in there, and it is just mosquitoes. Like, Max caught Zika in there, literally. He had to go to the hospital, almost died, but...
What, huh?
Yeah,
what?
So, overall, though, everything has stayed pretty healthy. Like, this is pretty nice, honestly. Like, I'm still satisfied in here. So don't think that I'm not satisfied with that. But there's some big changes down that way, guys, so stay tuned. This is Dream Hill. And what's crazy is Dream Hill is still ripped. I mean, you can tell, dude. It is so freaking steep. Oh my God. And now a future project that I maybe had planned was, don't trip on that, because that's another thing that's fallen, man. I mean, a lot of crap. And another thing that makes me nervous is, this thing's always made me nervous, this tree, dude. Oh yeah. Because it's out of the ground. All right, this is just a limb that is sitting there just leaning, a whole entire tree. It's just completely dead, just leaning. That thing's always made me nervous. Another future project that I had planned was possibly ripping out, you know, these Jaggers and making like a straight shot at it. But I'm like, dude, I think with these RC cars, it'd just be too easy to do that.
Yeah, that would not be very difficult.
Exactly, that's my thing. Like, that's the only thing that's like kept me, because that's gonna be a lot of work just to do what, make an easy hill climb.
I mean, if there was space like behind it, then you could use it as like a jump, but there's
exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the problem.
Then it takes so much more work.
Right, and a lot of times too, unless you get a huge run up, I mean, a jump, you're just gonna have to slam it on the hill, which is just gonna cause you to backflip, which would be pretty cool, but something to consider. And down this way, I don't fuss with. That's other people that fuss with that, and it's just not healthy up there. Haven't even thought of it.
And not our problem.
Quite frankly, we almost died over there the one time during the microburst, so we just try to forget about that area. So this is from the deer, obviously. So I was like thinking maybe potentially clearing some space in here and making just an easy access point. This isn't even supposed to be a hill climb, just like a nice easy access point. But again, you can tell this has all been trimmed down, maintained with. It got high. I'll tell you what, I feel like in the summer, it did get to a point where it like got up here. And again, that's a lot because we had like no rain. I mean, everything was dead. I only had to trim once. And this is where I freaking took the XRT and took it over this way. That was so sketchy.
Dang, this thing's still here.
It's gonna, man, that's gonna take so long. I mean, you look at the ground, how it just morphed with it. I mean, there's still roots in the ground. And you know, the thing is like, we were so many people were confused about this tree, right? And there's a lot of like confusion behind it because if you look at the roots, right? Focus on those roots, they look clean cut.
Yeah.
Tell me how. I mean, that had to have been, I just don't even know if that's physically possible, that if it was going, even with a lot of force, how could it just get clean cut like that? You know what I'm saying? So there's been a lot of talk behind that, but I don't know. I mean, you even look here, why does that look burnt? Look at those roots, why does that look burnt?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think for most of the whole thing is dark.
Yeah, these roots.
It all looks dark.
Well, see, the rest of it's just not alive, dude. I mean, that's gonna take so long to go. It's such an eyesore, too. I mean, it doesn't bother me. Like, I really don't care, but it's just, it looks freaking horrible. It's an eyesore, genuinely. But that's not even worth, dude. I mean, you'd have to, I mean, if anyone ever wanted to clear that, I mean, dude, you'd have to get in the freaking creek. You'd have to get in there with some waders and go with a chainsaw like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
And but the thing is, though, is that you're gonna cut it all down and you're gonna just be losing limbs to the freaking wilderness there. My impulsive thoughts in me have always wanted to just take an RC car and just drive in that circle. I don't know why. Oh, we got deer staring at us.
Ooh.
Let's keep walking this way. I noticed you've been getting a weird deer. What is that thing doing staring at us? They're making me so uncomfortable.
Is it still staring at us?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
It's like getting down. They've been doing that lately.
It's just sitting there.
That makes me uncomfortable, dude, because they've been doing that a lot lately. Like, I had one that was like taking its hooves and doing this on the ground. They're like going, and like, because they had like babies around it. And I was like, dude, heck no.
Let's just keep moving.
So over here's where me and Max have been having some troubles. If you're gonna keep watching me, dear, you're gonna have to pay, all right? You're gonna have to pay if you want to keep watching.
How about you watch a couple ads?
Give him a Temu ad. Give him a Temu ad. It still watches. Stop that. It's so weird. Why is it there? Why? I'm yelling. Run that direction. You want to go in the creek? Go in the creek. I'm arguing with an animal.
Okay, well, if it comes towards us, we can hear it coming, okay?
I feel like a deer could easily trample a human, dude. Like, I think, dude, they run with so much force, dude. Scribble. Then that'd be the end of Mr. Neil TV. This area, okay, as you know, me and Max have worked hard to clear. The bamboo has not been eradicated, right? So after you cut it down, it's gotta like get eradicated, and you gotta keep on trimming it. And I know that from some other places I've been doing this. This stuff's just not eradicated. It like just will not go away. It's like you have to just keep trimming. Coming down this way, pretty much everything at Private Isle has stayed the same except down that way. Again, with all the flooding that we've had lately, just with the creek rising and everything, there's a pool in there. That's actually Colton's little resort that he's been renting out to people. He's actually booked out for all summer long. So if you guys see people like in the background just like chilling in there, I mean, I don't know what they'll be doing and stuff, but like not my fault. There's a sensor for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
There's a blur for a reason, you know what I'm saying? So like, there's gonna be people in there, you're gonna see them in there chilling. We're gonna have a little bit of a, you know, infinity pool thing going, man, because it's just beach vibes. We've got the beach right here, but the beach, they gotta pay me to rent that out. So that's right now Colton's little spa that he's got going. I'm thinking we're gonna rip half hot tub, half infinity pool. What do you think, Max?
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's just beautiful, genuinely. It's just so beautiful. So yes, that's Colton's little spot that he's got going. I'm joking, that thing just rolled up there randomly. This has all stayed the same, except for down this way. What I don't like now is it's got so choppy here because of the flooding. And actually, naturally, I believe, once this flooding goes and the creek gets lower, typically the creek will be a little bit lower than this in the winter. But the thing is like, all this, I don't know if this is gonna stay creek or not. Like, that's just what I don't know yet. So we'll have to see. I feel like this had stayed a little bit of a stream in here, but this is like a new pool area. And again, just the amount of changes. Like, I remember when I first started coming back here like 6 years ago, like, it was just not like this. I mean, it was a big, huge, like, beach area, and we're slowly just watching it just get washed away and replaced with more rocks, you know?
Yeah, watching the place we've known since we were little go away.
I know, right? So, here is the big thing, guys, that we have been changing. This entire hill, okay, is all gonna be a hill climb area, right? And essentially up top, we've cleared up a little area there. So that'll probably be like a little track area, just a little area to rip it around. So all of this here is gonna get cleared and be like a hill climb. I think this will be really good. I think this will be really cool for like rock bouncers. I think this would be really cool even for like cars like the X-Max. If I ever get the Super Rock Ray running again, which fingers crossed. You guys have been so helpful just giving me idea after idea. I'm not expecting you guys to have the answer, but you guys always do, and it's just so helpful. Like, but with the Rock Ray, I've had people give me idea after idea after idea. The last idea so far that I'm on that people are telling me was a guy told me that the diff housing, I think, flexes too much, so to get a metal one. So that's what we're gonna do, is we're gonna get a metal diff housing for the front diff, because the diff is okay, everything's okay. The gear's in it, I put fluid in it, just everything's okay with the diff. So, and it's still doing it.
I mean, you might as well just get a metal one for both.
Oh, I'll get it. Yeah, I'll probably just get a metal for front and back, but most of the problem's in the front. It's just, dude, it's just got so much power, and that's why I took out that center diff, and I just packed that with thick fluid, dude, because it's just got so much power going to the front, that Rock Ray. Like, it might as well be considered front wheel drive. So, all of this, guys, is, like I said, gonna get cleared. This will be a little hill climb area. We have not got to clearing the hill a ton yet. Most of the work, which is actually a lot of work, has been done up there, and that's where we're gonna head up to right now. And you know, this area too has been cleared out as well. Max did a lot of work in here, actually. He cleared a lot of this stuff himself also, and you know, just moved it over. Like, this used to be just covered in limbs and covered in crap, and he cleared this out, and we worked on getting the hill climb over here cleared out. So this area is cleared out, so that hill climb should be usable. And I really like this hill climb, and a lot of people I know like this hill climb. It got a lot of views. People love this hill climb. I can't do it all the time, because that's right when the water starts, is right there, and it's like a little pool going up into it. So it's like, half the time I can't even use it. I've considered literally just getting a Traxxas boat and just taking it through here, man.
Pretty good idea.
It wouldn't be a bad idea, yeah.
And it'd be really dirty every single time.
I wouldn't want to touch it, man. I'd get a hazmat suit.
You gotta wear gloves anytime you take it out.
So up in here, guys, cleared. I mean, we've done so much work. It is just the gates of heaven. It's nice and clear up in here. My whole goal is, obviously this brush and crap will get taken out, but my whole goal is to have like a nice little area just to rip around in here. Like, you know, it's not gonna be good for like 1/5 scales, 1/6 scales, maybe not even 1/7 scales, but 1/10 scales like the Granite, perfect for. You know what I'm saying? This will be absolutely perfect. What differentiates these hills from the rest is that they have these crazy roots sticking out. So,
Have fun breaking your cars on that.
well, this new car should be indestructible. But we'll see. We'll see, guys. Stay tuned. I will be uploading an unboxing video, and I appreciate you guys for, you know, sticking around, watching my content. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed. And, you know, we've really come such a long way, and I really appreciate everybody for watching the content. I appreciate, honestly, another thing I'll say, I appreciate everybody at the hobby shop. I appreciate, because they've been a big help to me. I appreciate, you know, all my other fellow RC car YouTubers that I've contacted or networked with one way or another. They've just been great also. My fan base has been great. Just everybody's been great around this community. And I'm sorry, but I just need to just honestly take some time. And I know 9 months is such a long time, but I think I just needed time to just, for myself, you know, to just discover myself and be better for myself so that I can be better for everything else that I have with me. You know, I carry some stuff with me, so I want to be able to be good for that stuff too. Also, some big changes in my house. We may or may not have taken on some rodents, aka wild frickin' cats. We took lions in, literally. I just found them out here, and I was like, hey, let's take these in, Max. And next thing you know, he's like taking them in. But no, we found cats. We took them in. We did everything we needed to do. Now my home has 5 cats, okay? No. No, it's not. I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's okay. No. So let's hope and pray that my RC cars are safe and not being ripped to shreds as we speak. So, yeah.
They are.
Probably. Max, just don't make me think of that right now. We're on camera. I really don't want to have a breakdown on camera, man. Please stop. But yeah, guys, so I just honestly felt like I just needed just to really just reminisce on everything good that I've had with YouTube. Just think back and think, hey, how can I do things differently? How can I just do things differently in life in general? And I feel like I've really just, I feel like I've been able to just better myself as far as everything that goes. I think I've been able to, I've really just been able to come to a consensus of how appreciative I am of everything, and just, I've been able to just come up with a strategy of how I think that this will be able to work. And I think that me and Max really have a great strategy down on how we can make content for you guys and be able to be posting consistently. Now, as far as an uploading schedule goes, right now, I know that we typically do every other day, and that is an ideal schedule. But I feel like just with coming back to YouTube and all that, I feel like I should do daily. And that's what me and Max are gonna pursue for, at least for the first month of January. We're gonna pursue and just try to upload a video every single day, pound them out every single day. And you guys just let me know, you know, like, subscribe, comment, let me know how stuff is going. And yeah, just if you guys are enjoying the content, what you would like to see differently, what cars you'd like to see more, what your favorite car is, because right now we're working with the Typhon. Both Typhons, actually. Working with the Granite, which for some reason, I was so surprised. I did not think that people would be that crazy over the Granite. So many people were interested in it, and I just love that because I was so excited for it. Max, you remember how excited I was for that, dude? Like, and it was great. Like, all you guys were excited with me. So many people were asking questions. I did hear rumors that there's some problems with it. There's some problems with some, what was it? I think it was something to do with the diffs. I forget, I have to look back into it, but there were people telling me that they heard that there were problems. And you know, just hearing people's stories of like, you know, subscribers reaching out and stuff saying, hey, me and my buddy, we bought a Granite, now we've been ripping them together, and it's just like, it's great to, you know, it's great to see that people are getting out there and ripping their RC cars, and it's great that people can find my videos interesting or helpful to them in one way or another. But yeah, guys, so I think that me and Max are ready. I feel like I am in a position to where I feel like I'm completely ready to go back to YouTube, and I'm just ready to just get this grind on. I feel like there's a lot more meaning to it. Just overall, dude, just looking back on everything, I think I have so many more other things that I'll get to later. I'm not gonna get to it in this video, but there's some other things that I might be doing, maybe with some other channels. I might be starting some other channels up, doing stuff with that, having content on other platforms, because I found myself, I genuinely love RC car content. I love making all kinds of content, right? So what I used to do is just slam them all into one channel, and I realized that that doesn't work. It needs to be separated by category. So you know, I might be making some other channels, might be posting on those a little bit too, so stay tuned for that, guys. And I will update you as soon as I do that. I will be talking about it. And like I said, as far as January goes, we are gonna try to go daily. But at the end of the month, I will be having another procedure, like last year. So I'll probably, I'll obviously pre-record everything and have it up for that, but just pray for me. It's not that serious. It's just gonna be really painful, okay? It's just gonna be really painful. So anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. My goal is 10K subs right now. Let's see if we can reach it. And I'm very appreciative for what I've been at, and I appreciate everybody who's like, comment, and subscribe. I see you all in the next one, guys. What RC car do you want to see next? I know what you're going to be seeing a lot of here soon, but can't tell you right now. Gotta watch the next video. Peace. All right, guys. Max wanted to do a deer check, so we gotta check if the deer is there. Is it stalking us, bro? Like, I could probably like press stalking charges on it, I swear, dude. All right, we're on a deer check. Let's see. Is it still there? I'm just gonna say it's there even if it's not, just to scare them. Oh my God, Max.
He's still there?
Yes, it's still there. What the heck, dude? What? Dude, it's still there. It's still there, right there. Can you see it? Look closely. It's still right up there. Yeah, just right up there. Can you see it?
I am kind of blind.
No, just, no. Okay, so those two arches, look right in between them. You'll see it right there. It's just hard to see because it's gray. I'm joking, it's not there.
Oh.
Oh, also, guys, I gotta get your opinion. I got like a little bit of a beard going. Max, what do you think? Do I rip the beard ski or do I trim the beard ski?
Rip it, bro.
Rip it! Woo! Peace, baby!